was in my second year of university when I was terrified, like scared, terrified, really scared. I looked at my classmates and thought, what if you don't get a job after you graduate? What if there is nothing waiting for you after graduation? That fear changed my life. Today, I help over 40 business owners and executives get stuff done. And let me tell you how this happened. If it wasn't for that fear, I don't know how this would have happened. By the way, I'm Daphine. If you're in a business or you're an entrepreneur, this channel is for you. Or even if you're a virtual assistant or you want to start out as a virtual assistant, I share real stories about helping business leaders and the tricks that actually work as an executive virtual assistant. Whew. So picture this. I'm sitting in my dorm room at campus. I was stressed out. I was broke. I had no money. Everyone around me, my friends, my classmates, they seem to have it all figured out. But me as Daphine, I didn't know what job I would do after graduation. They seem to have figured it all out, what they will do, what companies they want to apply for. But I really did not. I was worried. What if there are no jobs? What if I can't find work after graduation? Just what if? But I noticed something though. My friends always came to me for help, fix their computer, organize their files, help them with tech stuff. Basically, I was good at getting those things done. And I thought to myself, wait, what if I could make money from this? Just what if I don't have to wait for someone to hire me? You know, because I was good at doing those things. And I was like, yeah, I think I can make something out of this because I do not have to wait for someone to hire me. So I did something crazy. I went on Upwork and started offering virtual assistant services. Honestly, I had no clue what I was doing. Just me, my laptop, and the internet. That's it. Actually, sometime back, one of my friends had told me about Upwork, but I hadn't really taken him serious. Like, I thought it's one of those platforms where they scam you, you have to pay for you to get a client, blah blah blah. I was like, nah, it can't be that serious. I'm sure that's a scam. But because of that fear, I was like, no, Daphine, you need to do something with your life. Monetize those skills that you have been using to help your friends. So I went on Upwork just to see how the platform works, you know, and I ended up creating an account. I set up my profile basically, and I started offering virtual assistant services. I realized you actually don't even have to pay anyone, and I started from there. Turns out I could figure it out because the life will make you do things. When you think about that thought of what if I don't get a job, what if there is nothing for me after I graduate. But let me tell you, those first months on Upwork were tough. The first months were tough, I would not lie to you, but I had to learn first. I learned first. I worked with all kinds of people, small business owners who needed help with administrative, entrepreneurs who were starting new companies, creative people drowning in paperwork. By the time I finished university, I had worked with over 20 to 30 people, and each one of them taught me something new about business. But I noticed something also. The clients who made me excited about work, the clients I loved most, they were executives and entrepreneurs that were ambitious, that were building big things. Those are the people that actually made me excited to want to come to work, to start, you know, like basically those are the people I loved working with. These people didn't just need tasks done. They needed a partner, someone who thinks with them, someone who knows what they're actually trying to build, someone who understands what they're trying to build. And that's when I made another big change. Yeah, I decided to make another big change because I realized those are the kinds of clients I want to be working with. Those are the kinds of clients that make me want to actually work. I left Upwork and moved to LinkedIn to hunt for those ambitious entrepreneurs. So on LinkedIn, I had to brand myself as an executive virtual assistant, so that I brand myself as someone who partners with ambitious entrepreneurs, who partners with them, who helps them take care of the behind the scenes work, the operational stuff, so that they focus on being the business leaders that they want to be. I branded myself, and let me tell you, LinkedIn was a game changer. I do not regret making that shift from Upwork to LinkedIn. Better clients, better projects, better conversations, better paycheck, definitely better money started coming in. And through that, I've so far now worked with over 10 clients just from LinkedIn itself. And this is how I've branded myself. I focus on what executives need most, someone to handle the daily, so that they can focus on the big picture, on the big things, on building, on achieving what they want to achieve, without being taken down by those administrative work, without being taken down by those operational stuff behind in that business. So that's basically how I branded myself on LinkedIn. But this is the real reason, guys. Let me tell you, this is the real reason I love this work. It's not just about doing tasks. It's not just about checking off tasks as a VA. Anyone can answer emails. Anyone can book meetings. What I love is being part of someone's success story. When I take care of the boring stuff, they live to focus on the big picture behind that business. They live to focus on the why behind the business. When I handle the overwhelming parts, so that they don't burn out. That is why I love doing this work. I get to say, you go change the world, I'll make sure everything else gets done behind the scenes. So you go be a leader you want to be, I'll be the one who takes care of the operational work, so that you focus on being you, on building your business, on building yourself, on building whatever you need to focus on. And honestly, getting a message from a client saying something like, "Thank you, Daphine, I couldn't have done this without you," that never gets old. Let me tell you, that never gets old. It just feels good to know you're helping someone build something, achieve something in their life, without being stressed about the executive part, the operational part of it behind in the business. So after helping over 40 business leaders, entrepreneurs, executives, here's what I have learned as a virtual assistant. First, successful people need systems, but they are just too busy to create them, so that is why I come in as your virtual partner, as your executive virtual assistant, and I create the systems for you. And second, even the smartest executives, they get overwhelmed by those small tasks those administrative tasks that people call small tasks, though I don't really like calling them small tasks, not because they can't do them, but because their time is worth more than doing other things. It's better they go and focus on the vision of that business than just the operational part of that business. And the third thing, honestly, being a virtual partner, being a partner to these ambitious entrepreneurs is way better than just checking off tasks. Really, clients want someone who understands what they are trying to achieve, someone who understands what they are trying to build, and helping them with that is it's just something I love doing and something I love being a part of. So if you're a business owner drowning in administrative work, or you're an entrepreneur trying to grow without going crazy, or maybe thinking about doing administrative work, or maybe you're thinking about becoming a virtual assistant, or you're even a virtual assistant yourself, stick around. This channel is exactly for you. And like this video if you want more real stories about what it's like helping business leaders, helping ambitious entrepreneurs. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing you wish someone else could handle for you, or what's one thing you have handled for someone to help them focus on other bigger priorities. So see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want to see how I actually find my best clients, if you want to see the strategies I use, check out my next video about my strategies. Thank you so much. Bye.